not the beast! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
Put the bunny back in the box.
You're so Cage. You probably think this movie's about you. You're so Nick Cage.
So Nick
You probably
Cage!
think this movie's about you. Don't you? Don't you? Welcome to the We Gauge Cage podcast, where we watch every Nicolas Cage movie ever made from worst to best in an effort to determine whether or not he is a good actor, because none of us are familiar enough with his work.
Not
I'm
enough.
your guest host, Amanda Flannery Hopa, and with me as always, the hot dogs to my peanut butter, Brock Kircher and Brian Ambrosius.
Yeah, 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 you get a yeah!
Oh, hey, by the way, we watched G-Force this week.
We
but
watched
let's
G-Force this week.
Let's get back to...
But let's
hot dogs
rewind
and
that
peanut
whole
butter.
hot dog and peanut butter thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my grandmother, who's a little kooky, always made me peanut butter and hot dogs when I was younger. So it's kind of a weird
Shout-outs.
combo, but it's like a salty and savory kind of situation. So it reminded me of our
Oh.
friendship.
So you're
See-
a salty savor gal.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to
Before-
Gram.
Yeah. Shouts, Grandma. Before we started recording, I told Amanda to find an unusual pairing because she's not usually with us. And she came up with hot dogs and peanut butter. And
Which is only unusual if you make it unusual.
it's only unusual because we're the hot dogs.
I mean, I'm the bun, clearly.
Yeah.
Because I'm all carbs, baby.
Baby. But this is our friend Amanda Flannery Hopa, and she's the one that ditched me at prom.
AKA flannel pants.
I did not ditch him. I spent the whole of prom with him. Just in the after party, I wanted to get a makeout session. Not my
Yeah.
fault.
But not with Bry Guy.
No, but she's been our friend.
Bry Guy was
since-
too busy making out with the apple pucker and Mountain Dew
Who, me?
that night. And with your chocolate omelet later that night.
I don't even think Amanda was with us that morning.
I was
No.
indeed with
Oh, you were?
you. I was in the truck with you.
went
You were
with
in the
us
truck
to
with
log
me?
cabin?
Yeah.
Well, what the heck am I talking about that you ditched me then?
I don't know.
I mean, she ditched you, but
Because we didn't make out.
But we're at the
she
same
ditched your
freaking-
heart,
I didn't wanna
but
make
not
out with
your,
you.
party.
but
We're
not
at the
your
same
body.
party.
And I didn't want to make out with you. Like, that wasn't the whole thing. I'm just... It's a little tongue-in-cheek. It's a little
She
tongue-in-cheek.
ditched your soul.
What?
Yeah, she ditched your soul, Brian.
You're just
your
trying to
heart,
play victim.
My heart.
but not your person, not your body. So we invited Amanda on because Amanda chose willingly. We didn't force her. We didn't cage her into watching G-Force along with us this week.
I didn't have a lot going on.
Right. If you're going to watch
Clearly.
G-Force, you do not have a lot going on.
No.
Okay, but here's the thing. Leah started talking to some of her coworkers or whatever and brought up G-Force. That's our next movie. And apparently, there's a bunch of people out there who like it.
Okay.
Is that what you've heard?
No, but somebody tried to ask me, like, oh, is this his, like, highest grossing movie, right? And I was like, no. That's
No.
a Crude's.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
I don't even
mean,
think it's like... It might not even be in his top 10 if I'm being
Let's
honest.
be honest. But I mean, I remember this being a movie that happened.
I don't. I did not know. Is that what the hamsters from the Kia commercials are from? Is from this?
They're guinea pigs.
Shit! Oh no!
Motherfucker.
Uh-oh.
That's it. Podcast over. All right. Well, let's see. We made it about 3 minutes and 45 seconds in, and we're done. We're done. I told you. I warned you before that if you made that mix-up, oh, buddy, you're cruising
Maybe
for
this is
bruising.
spoiling it a little bit, but they keep calling them gophers. Like, the bad guys keep calling them gophers, and I thought that was a little weird because you could have gone with hamster, you could have gone with gerbil, you could have gone with even like a rat, and they kept
To
saying
go
gopher.
with all of that throughout the entire movie.
But they say gopher
I didn't
several
keep a
times.
count because I was folding laundry. I didn't keep a close enough count. But I should
were
have
folding
started a
laundry
tracker
when you
of
watched
how many
this?
times. Yeah, I got a lot going on too, you know. Yeah, I should have kept a count of how many times they mix that up. But
This
you
movie
guys,
required your whole undivided attention, and you're folding laundry?
and taking notes. I took.
Do you
2.5
even know what the
pages.
plot points are?
Oh, absolutely, I do. But I rely on you for that, big boy.
Yeah, my notes suck this week. I just was not into this movie.
I kind of liked it, so.
Oh boy, we'll talk about it, I guess. Hey Amanda, we should actually find out. Like, what is your history with Nick Cage? How many of his films have you seen? Do you like the dude? What's going on?
Yeah.
I purposely don't watch movies that he's in because he annoys the crap out of me. So I do not like Nick Cage. I have watched Family Man, which is fine, and
Snowman.
National Treasure is.
She's a national treasure girl.
I love it, but not because of him, because I love history and I love mystery.
History and mystery. Well, why don't you go watch like the Da Vinci
we did
Code
used
or
to
something?
call you
then?
old history
Well, I
and mystery
have.
back in the day.
Yeah, that's what we called her.
Middle school nickname.
So you're not a fan. How many of his movies have you seen?
I mean, I've caught them on TV. Probably Ghost Rider, maybe at some point. Con Air. That's one of his movies, right?
Yeah,
Is that one of his
absolutely
movies?
it is.
Have you listened to any of the podcasts? That's like one of his best movies. That's the one that everyone's excited for us to get to.
And I'm always underwhelmed, so I always turn it. And
You know, that sounds like you've seen a Nick Cage movie or two if you're always left underwhelmed.
Sounds like an average Nick Cage watcher.
Yep.
there's so many amazing movies out there, and I don't waste my time with the Cage.
Hey, we named some of our favorite movies. What are some of your favorite movies?
Well, one didn't go so well before this was I love Gone with the Wind. I'm a big classics kind of person. Love me
History
some
and
classics.
mystery, baby.
It's not that it didn't go over well. It was just surprising because that's like from the 30s or something. That's old.
Yeah, and it's one of my favorite books too. It was a book before a movie.
Highest grossing movie of all time if you adjust for
I
inflation.
don't read books.
Oh,
And then Hot Rod is my number one favorite movie.
I love Hot Rod. Brock, for one of the podcasts where movies where the director produced Hot Rod?
He was a stunt coordinator for Hot Rod.
No, I thought Dog Eat Dog, or no.
What?
One of the movies,
One of the directors
director,
on Outcast, I believe, was
yeah.
the stunt coordinator for Hot Rod, excuse me, the Cat and Dogs, The Revenge of Kitty Galore,
And Nacho Libre. And you threw in
among
Hot
others.
Rod. Yeah, you threw in Hot Rod like it was with these other bad films. But I actually love Hot Rod. I think it's hilarious.
Threw in Hot Rod because I knew that you loved Hot Rod because it's hilarious.
It's my favorite kind of comedy where it's like it's not obvious comedy. It's just it's
Irreverent.
offhand. I love it.
What do you think about the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Oh, I forgot. Wonder Woman is one of my top 5.
See?
She makes me want to fight people. Just
See?
in
Wonder
life.
Woman is DC. It's not Marvel.
Oh,
I'm gonna have
you're
to
right.
stop
Sorry,
you right there.
I'm not a nerd.
Oh,
Yeah, you are. History and mystery.
Yeah, I'm not a comics book nerd though.
There's a difference. I'm actually a geek, not a nerd. Geek is a very specialized in one certain subject, whereas a nerd covers a wide range. So, I'm just gonna stop you right there.
But in the Marvel Cinematic Universe vein here, you did send me a gift card. God, he's blinking his eyes into the camera.
Oh, please
You
do
look
tell.
real pretty, yeah.
Thank you.
But you sent me a gift card so I could go watch Black Panther because you
I did.
keep telling me that it's supposed to be the best movie ever.
Yes, so I did not tell you that it was the best movie ever, but because I wanted to broaden your horizons a little bit, I did buy a gift card to a movie theater that I knew was nearby and sent it to you with the special instructions that said you are to take your beautiful, lovely, cherubic, doting, hyper-intelligent, hypersensitive, and hyper loquacious wife and go and watch Black Panther.
She's going to know what 2 of those words are.
And
No, she says that to me. She says, Brock calls me all these things. I don't even know what they mean. I'm like, oh, cherubic is like loving. You know, it's like the cherub from Valentine's Day. But anyway, yeah, back on point.
back on point.
Can you get that water a little closer to the mic? Those ice cubes aren't coming through loud enough.
And I asked her to even put in enough for you to buy some popcorn, buy some treats, and sit down and watch Black Panther and let me know what you thought. Only because I felt like you were not cultured enough and that you had to expand your horizons. So, that being said, I believe Leah dipped out. Is that
She
correct?
really did not want to see it.
Okay.
So
She's
I went
racist.
alone. Which, okay, can we talk
Your
about that for
beautiful,
one?
loving, racist-ass wife.
She's not racist. She doesn't watch any superhero movies. She watched Deadpool. She liked Deadpool.
She's racist against superheroes.
Because you like Ryan Reynolds.
She likes Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
But also Deadpool
racist
is a different
against
kind of
so-
superhero movie.
Different kind. Okay, Brian. Different kind in air quotes. Yeah, what kind of superhero movie is it, Brian? She's
Funny,
racist.
vulgar
Okay.
comedy.
Anyway,
or
keep
superhero
going.
movie.
What did you think of Black Panther?
It was fine. I'm not going to buy it.
Okay. That's all. It
was
I wanted.
good. It was
That is
good.
all I wanted out of this entire experience.
If I was rating it in our podcast here, like, oh, was he a good actor or not? Like, yeah, he's a great actor. Was the
could
movie
have used
good?
a little
Yeah.
more Nick Cage, huh?
I would give the movie. The movie was actually good. I would give it like a 7 or 8. Like, it was great.
Fair enough.
Here's what I think I'm realizing about superhero movies is I like it more when it's just one guy. Like when you got all these superheroes coming together and they're trying to tell like 3-4 different plot lines, it's too much. And maybe that's what I don't
So-
like about the Avengers and shit, and that's why Black Panther. You know what's really cool about Black Panther is they talk about it all the time on the news, but like the subject matter it brings up about like how much should the wealthy help the poor and some of the racial prejudices and stuff in it. It's actually some pretty heavy shit for a superhero movie.
Technically, yes.
Yeah, it was good. But can we get back to a
That's
point?
what comic books are, Brian.
Is it? Why?
Yeah.
Is it that weird for people to go to movies alone? Amanda, what do you think? Is it weird that people go to
No.
movies alone?
I would go if I went to movies. I'd go by myself
I-
if I really wanted to see something.
I used to go to the movies alone all the time before I met Emily, and I still do when I can. And when she's out of town for work, I typically try to go at least once.
I think it's completely fine. Leah feels bad for anyone who does anything alone. We'll see like some older gentleman sitting in a restaurant and she'll be like, oh my God, I feel like eating by himself. Oh, I feel so bad for him. And I'm just like, you don't know his story. What if he's here for business and his wife is back at home and he just like, he's hungry. Dude needs to eat.
Nah, he's a
And
widower.
and she feels the same way about going to the movies alone. She thinks it's really weird. I really don't care. Like, you're in a dark theater by, like, what am I going to do if someone's with me? That's why it's a shitty first date, by the way.
Yeah, sometimes I prefer it going alone, only because I feel like if you go to a movie with somebody, like there's always that expectation. Sometimes you're just like looking at them, seeing how they're gonna react.
You know why I don't like going to the movies with you? Is because you always try to talk to me through it, and that really bothers me because I'm just like, man, I'm just trying to watch the film.
Sure, yeah, always, totally. I'm the movie talker. Oh, I'm the asshole here.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm always talking there in the movies. That's me, movie talker Brock. Guys, this is fucking slander. You can expect to hear from my lawyers. This is untrue.
Okay.
All right.
Anything
You want to
else?
get into it?
Is there anything else? Amanda, did you have something you want to bring up?
In general, no.
Let's explore. Let's
Is there
explore
anything
Amanda's.
you're
I
open
want to
medium here.
explore Amanda's history with us. Amanda is one of our
Yeah.
oldest friends. So,
True.
That is true.
Amanda, we met in 5th grade.
Yes.
Amanda was in Mr. May's class as well.
Mr. Polibicki's class.
You were in my class.
Yeah, I was in your class.
I did not remember that.
To be clear,
Sorry.
I met her in 2nd and a half grade.
There
Yeah,
were far
but
too many
did we hang out
Amandas
that
to
much?
go around.
No, probably not.
I know you were really into, I think, Amanda Fannin, and didn't really pay that much attention to me.
That's
So.
because I
Only
dated
one Amanda per
Fannin
group.
in
Although
5th grade.
most guys did because I was going
Shout
to
outs
boobs
Amanda Fannin.
in 5th grade.
Oh, those boobs popped up early.
Yeah, I was popular.
She blossomed. I remember being introduced to you as the girl that stuffed her bra. Sorry.
I know people said that, but I did not. It
It's
was
a nasty rumor.
they were straight up boobs, and
See-
it was upsetting to
And
me.
it took me to like my late 20s to get my boobs. So that's really impressive.
Yeah,
It-
exactly.
it's traumatic for a 5th grader, but it was
I bet it is.
it was cool later.
Like I said, I'm still. I feel like I'm actually still in the midst of a puberty, so I can only imagine what it's like in 5th grade.
Yeah.
Actually, I might
wait.
have some sordid history with you, Amanda Flannery. Because
Uh-oh.
I'm fairly certain that when I ran for judge in our kangaroo court that we had, you were like
I didn't run
running
against you.
No, but you were like the campaign manager of whoever
You had
did run
campaign
against.
managers for Kangaroo
Yes,
Court?
I had
Amanda
Jimmy.
Fannin was the running off with you.
So
And
who
she
was her
won.
campaign
What
manager?
is
Were you
Kangaroo
her
Court?
campaign manager?
Probably me. I was
You were her
like, second
campaign
in
manager.
command most of the time.
My campaign manager was Jimmy Bradley, and you
Bad
or
choice.
somebody arranged. Okay, so I had suckers for everybody in class. I had little suckers, and I put like a little banner on them or whatever, like a little like piece of paper.
What is
that said,
Kangaroo Court? What is
Okay.
happening?
We. Oh, we'll break it down for
What
you.
the
baby
hell
bird.
is going
I will
on? This
feed
is
you.
5th grade?
In
Yeah,
fifth
so-
grade, we had a court system for if you ever got in trouble, you would have to go in front of the court in 5th grade, and we had a judge. You would have to plead your case. You would have like a defendant and a plaintiff. You would plead your case. The defendant would grill you,
was the
or
bailiff.
the plaintiff would grill you. The defendant would plead their case, and then we had a jury of your peers that would determine whether you were guilty or not. And we had a judge. I ran for judge. I had blow pop suckers, and I had a little piece of paper that said "Vote for Brock." Canvassed all of my constituents, my classmates. And I said, vote for Brock. And it was a tight race. Jimmy Bradley was my campaign manager. I was going up against Amanda Fannin. Amanda Flannery was her campaign manager.
Maybe.
And I lost by 2 votes, which meant that there was literally one person that could have voted for me instead of Amanda Fannin, and I would have won. That one person was Jimmy Bradley, who was my fucking campaign manager, and he got paid $5 by Amanda Flannery to vote for Amanda Fannin instead of me. And I lost.
one thing to say about all of this.
Bullshit. That's why I
Excuse
wasn't
me?
your
What the
friend,
What
Amanda
is
Flannery.
happening?
It's
Yeah.
because
I like-
we didn't have we lost
I'm
our
red now.
teacher because she was sick, and so we got a teacher fresh out of college.
Like a substitute.
He did not know how to discipline us, so he had us do it for
Well,
as we just did it for us.
I also like how Brock just started talking about it like this is something normal that happens at every school. We
Mr.
were
May
in the
didn't do
same
this?
school.
Mr.
We were
May
in the
didn't
same
do this.
school, but I was just in a different class. I've never heard of this.
No,
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
I feel
This
like I
happened in
remember
Mr.
you
Paul and
talking about
Vicky's
it a little
class.
bit, but I never got this in detail on it.
yeah, Larry Pavlicki, shout out.
Shout out, Larry
Shout out.
Pavlicki.
Larry boy.
He's like a principal now or superintendent. So
Good for Larry.
yeah,
Good for Larry. And it all started with Kangaroo Court.
yeah. He taught us about
I
the
should have
judicial
won.
system.
I should have won.
My-
But bribery. I
You would
lost
have
to the
never won
bribery.
against Amanda Fannin. She controls all.
That's true.
Oh, wow.
She was the
She was-
queen
she was
bee
umbraging
of
it, huh?
queen bees.
Yeah.
She had the Dementors
Corruption,
floating around.
corruption, bribery. That's what the court system was put in place to prevent.
My history with Amanda was that we were locker buddies pretty much since middle school all the
yeah.
way through, and I also had another Amanda on the other side of me, so we called it an Amanda sandwich, which is actually wrong. I think we started calling it a Brian sandwich later in life because it's like I was the meat, they were the bread. You don't say I'm getting a wheat sandwich, you say I'm getting a ham sandwich. So that's my whole history. That's literally all that happened with us.
But I think we all became real good friends, and Excel English was the cement
true.
to
Yeah.
our relationship.
Because we're
That's
smart.
actually true.
yeah, because
we're
we were
smarties.
smart. We were
Yeah.
smart.
I guess.
High five.
We were
Yay.
we were Crandon smart.
You guys could have actually high fived each other. You're not that damn.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
And Amanda Flannery and I dated in 8th grade for 2 weeks. She said that she only dated me because it was around some holiday and she thought that I was going to get her a gift. And I didn't get her a gift, so she broke up with me.
That's true. That is true.
Because I'm smart.
I have a great story about someone that I dated when excuse me, I'm getting all plugged up over here or
Oh,
something.
are you getting emotional, bro?
Right?
Are you okay?
When I was in middle school, I mean, I definitely wasn't old enough to drive, so it had to be middle school. I was dating a girl named Jenna, and it was her birthday or something, and I wanted to get her something. But my
I
family,
like this story.
my family kind of picked on us when we had a girlfriend. It was like, oh, Brian, who are you seeing? So I was almost embarrassed to let them know, yeah, I have this girlfriend named Jenna, whatever. So her birthday comes up. And my mom had this jewelry box in her bathroom downstairs. And I went through her jewelry box and found what I thought looked like a really nice necklace. Put it in a bag, handed it to Jenna at school. Maybe a week later, my mom goes, where's my necklace? And I knew immediately what she was talking about. So I kind of came like a dog.
Yeah.
I kind of came like a dog with my tail between my legs, and I was like, I gave it to my girlfriend, and she went off the handle because apparently this was a very expensive necklace. It was very nice, and so then I had to go all the way back to Jenna's with my dad, and we had to like apologize right in front of her parents and be like, hey, sorry, we need that necklace back, and it was pretty embarrassing.
She
Yeah.
probably doesn't remember.
No, she remembers.
Or
It's actually something we talk about sometimes.
can you tell? I don't know if there's time, but my
There's
favorite,
always time. We record for 90 minutes. I mean, come
my
on.
favorite story about you.
I'm sorry, I got a lot of fucking jelly beans to swallow here, so you better make this quick.
Just tell us the story about the underwear in the corner for everyone.
Oh, in kindergarten?
Yeah. It's my favorite Brian story.
Oh, we got
It's
time
nothing
for
to do
this.
with me.
Well,
But
in
it's
kindergarten, God, it's been a while since I've told this one.
Been a while.
In my kindergarten, we had the bathrooms in the room because they didn't want you running down the halls or whatever. So we had 2 bathrooms. You had to go to the teacher and like sign up to go to the bathrooms or like tell her that you had to go to the bathroom. Well, I go up there, I have to shit, and I'm like, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. She's like, well, you're gonna have to wait. And I think I even asked her if I could go down the hall because it was coming. So she says, no, I have to wait. I'm literally running laps around the room, like holding in I might even have my hands on my butt. I don't know.
Poop is coming! My
Right?
poop is coming!
I'm turtling. But
Have you ever seen that like YouTube clip of like there's like this woman sitting with a unicorn hat on doing like yoga, and then this little kid goes running past the screen going, "My poop is coming!" holding her butt. Oh, it's
seen that.
fantastic! It's my favorite
kind of-
little.
I was kind
Okay.
of in the same boat.
Yes, your poop was coming.
Finally, someone comes out of the bathroom. I run in there. I'm not shitting ya, pun intended. Actually, it wasn't, but now it was. As soon as I locked the door, I pooped my pants. And I didn't know what to do about it, so I started freaking out. So what I did was, I'm smart, man. Took off my underwear, shoved them in the corner of the bathroom.
Were there
Freeballed
not were there not garbage cans in this bathroom? That's
We're
my one
kindergarten.
question.
Why would there
That's-
be? No, it's like a stall,
When
man.
you wash your hands and like have
It's a
put,
stall.
like,
I didn't
paper
want to have to
towels.
take it out of the stall to the bathroom by the paper towel. So I shoved it in the corner. Like, I think it was actually behind the toilet.
You act
I
like
hid-
I'm asking unreasonable questions here, and I feel like my questions are very reasonable.
I hid it behind the toilet and went freeballing. Commando. Okay? Perfect
Did you
plan,
wipe
right?
yourself up?
Of course. I did everything. I probably used a whole roll of toilet paper. But anyway,
I don't trust
I
kindergarten
thought I-
Brian
I
as
thought I
far as I
tricked
can
the
throw
system.
him.
I thought I tricked the system, but recess comes, and right before everyone's leaving, the teacher says, Brian, can you hang back? She leads me to the bathroom.
And at this point, you
goes-
think that she's probably gonna like invite you to her birthday party or something, right?
Yeah, right, absolutely. Do I want to see her new puppy that she brought?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. She goes over to the underwear and goes, Brian, are those yours? And I had to start crying and tell her, yes, like I pooped my pants. I didn't know what to do. And she basically just like gave me a pat on the shoulder. Was like, it's okay. And I think I got to go the rest of the day commando, and she like took care of it. Like a
Did
good
she-
kindergarten teacher does.
Like, it. How did she know it was you, man? How could you
Because
possibly?
I was the kid running around the classroom holding my butt cheeks.
I left you all the clues, Mr. Policeman.
Yeah, right?
Miss,
I just
Mrs.
like how
Kindergarten
sneaky
teacher.
you tried to be.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
And then you were foiled.
Yeah, it did not work.
And it's probably like your little tidy whities or your little Superman.
Oh my god. Okay,
Uh,
do we have time for
I
one more
was-
quick
I thought
poop
that like
story?
your mom might have like possibly like sewn your name or like written your name
No.
with a marker on your underwear.
But okay, there was a time. Real
With
quick.
two little brothers, like your mom could have easily written your
Well,
name
this
on
one-
your underwear
this-
to denote them as yours.
This one involves my little brother, Randy, middle brother, I guess. And we were riding in a semi with my dad, and Randy had to poop. Well, we didn't get to a rest stop soon enough. Randy pooped his pants, and we were young again. I might have even been first grade, and so he was in kindergarten. Maybe kindergarten's a shitty year. Randy pooped his underwear. So
Don't give him that. Don't give him that hi hat.
So my dad cut him off, and it was like the evening or whatever, and he just threw them on the side of the road. Well, these were glow in the dark, I think Casper underwear. So as we drove away, the underwear were
friendly
like
ghost
glowing on the side of the road.
That's amazing.
Just a poopy underwear on the side of the road glowing.
I want those now.
Right?
They'd be helpful.
Yeah.
So Susie one of our friends who has gotten numerous shout-outs on this podcast. That used to be like Susie's like thing, was when he would go ice fishing in Wisconsin, like one does out on the frozen lakes, would just take a poop down a fishing hole and then wipe with his boxers that he had on and cut them off of himself and then just freeball for the rest of the time.
That's gross.
That was the move, I guess.
Why not just like, if you know you keep pooping at the ice shack, why not just bring a roll of toilet paper with you?
You know,
Does he plan a lot? I don't think so.
Now I understand why Susie's in your Rumble crew.
I like
'Cause
how
with a guy like that on your team, he's a wild card,
exactly.
man. You do not know what to expect.
I like how Amanda comes in. We just get like 10 minutes of poop talk. This is good. This is good podcasting,
I
right?
love poop stories. Alyssa knows that. Shout out Alyssa.
Oh, Amanda throwing down the shout outs. This is her second one. She's heard a podcast or two of ours. All right. We did watch a movie. It was called Poop
First-time
Force.
caller.
What?
Poop Force. G-Force. G-Spot.
Let's get into it. This was released in 2009. It is a 5.
Indeed, and what a year it was. It is so 2000. It was not 2008. It was a little 2000 and later. And let me tell you, it showed it. It showed all of its 2009ness.
I don't think so. I actually thought that the CGI was fine.
No, I'm just saying, like, in terms of the references and the jokes and the puns, it dated itself.
What I
tremendously.
did not know was that this was an ensemble cast. I mean, we have obviously Nick Cage, we have Tracy Morgan, Penelope Cruz, Bill Nighy, Zach Galifianakis, Will Arnett, Sam Rockwell. I mean,
I love.
that is a star. And then even the guy from Friday Night Lights was in this for a little bit. Or
What?
Glee or something? What was it? The pet store owner from like Friday Night Lights? or something?
No.
He did not look
The pet
familiar.
store boy? He
Yeah.
was like Bobo Blaine Warbler, but he was.
But the
he
pet
was
store
not-
lady, she's...
was Niecy
She's-
Nash.
Yeah. She's
She's
famous.
from Reno 911.
Yeah.
So,
Second Reno
star-studded cast.
911 in a row.
What the budget on it was like $125 million or something. So this
Oh,
was
absolutely.
this was a blockbuster. We'll talk about it. I guess. Let's
Do you know
jump
how
in.
much it made at the box office? Did it make money back?
It was like 292 million.
Sure.
So
It's up there.
why is
we
Ranger
can-
down here?
So we can expect a G-Force 2?
Okay, Ranger's
Sometime
making an
soon?
appearance. Oh, hey, dude.
Anytime we
gotta talk
anytime
quick.
we have one guest, we always have Ranger.
Hold
We
on,
always have
we gotta
two.
talk real quick.
Oh my god, we got a special announcement, you guys.
We're still dog friendly. There's my dog
We are
Ranger. He's
dog
down here now
friendly.
for some reason.
Puppies make us happy. Do you know how happy puppies make us?
But Brock, on that note, I got a new dog. His name is
As he
Finn.
struggles to pick up his first dog.
Sorry, I had to take his collar off because it jingles too much. I got a new German Shepherd dog. His name is Finn, and he's only 2 months old. And he's so cute. But you know what I've been calling him?
It's not that...
Finn
Go ahead.
Wolfhard, aka
Finny-
the.
Finny Boy, because of
Finny
Army
Boy?
of One, he kept saying Binny Boy, and I keep saying Finny
I don't
Boy.
like that.
I
I
thought
don't
you were
like
going
that.
to go with
The
the
bearded one.
Finerager. What did you say?
Oh, I said Finnature.
Oh, yeah,
because he's like a
Finnature.
miniature ranger because they're both German Shepherd mixes. So I call him
Gotcha.
Finnature, but I really call him
Gotcha.
Finny Boy all the time.
Okay,
So we are still
I-
dog friendly. Just wanted to
I
get that
don't
out
like
there.
that. I don't agree with
You
that.
don't like Finnature?
Nope, I'm gonna call him Finn Wolfhard because that is the lead actor in Stranger Things.
Can't you just call him Finny Boy? Make me happy.
No, just like I won't call your original dog, your oldest dog. I don't know how to like phrase that.
The OG.
Ranger. I call him Ranger because that's
Yeah.
his real name.
Okay.
Because I don't
Anyway,
like to pronounce my G's.
sorry, Ranger was down here. I just had to get that out.
Speaking
I'll
of
post
G's,
some
back
pictures
to
of them.
G-Force.
There you go. We
Nailing those transitions. So yes, so this is a high budget animated-ish CGI-ish movie, and it's the CGI is pretty good. But it's a Disney movie, and it's a Jerry Bruckheimer movie, and Jerry Bruckheimer is known for like his big budget like extravaganzas. I'm pretty sure he's the dude behind
Pirates of the
let
Caribbean.
me- yeah. Pirates and all of those kind of just big actiony schlocky kind of movies.
So we are open to Zach Galifianakis talking to the to the guinea pigs. God damn, I want to say gerbil so much.
Do not.
I just want to. But anyway,
before we get started, I'm going to introduce a new segment, everybody.
Oh, that's right.
This segment is going to come in at the top. Before we launch into our movie reviews, I apologize for kind of, throwing it out there, but this is what we're going to start doing from now on. This is going to be called, What Did Nick Teach Us Today? So, in our past movie reviews, in our past episodes, we've noticed that it's not necessarily a trope per se, but a lot of times Nick likes to go on long-winded rants, and usually within these rants, we learn something about the world, about Nick, or about ourselves. So we're going to start kind of trying to watch these movies and then take a lesson away from these movies, and that's going to play into our segment that we're going to put in at the top of all of our watches.
Yeah, and I suggested to you putting it up top because whatever weird thing it is, when we get to it, people will be like, oh, that's why they said that America has the best chicken wings or whatever the point is.
Exactly. And in movies past, yeah, so like in Army of One, right, it would have been that, who knew that America had the best chicken wings? In previous movies too, like who knew that the CIA was dead? And I mean, who knew about flying a helicopter? And
who knew that the Ghost Rider pissed fire?
Exactly.
Amanda, do you have one? Can you think of one?
So in this movie, what did you learn? What did Nick teach you from G-Force?
If you're really ugly and people don't like you, just pretend you're dead.
Good.
I
Okay.
that's
I like
fantastic.
Mine is that if you're a star-nosed mole, you're gonna sound like you're congested the whole time.
Gotcha. Oh, and mine is, did you know that Yunsha is the Chinese word for mole?
Alright.
We learned Chinese in this movie, everybody.
Do you know that Brock's hair reminds me of the fat guinea pig right now?
Yeah.
Dude, Brock's
out
almost
Hurley.
got a Widow's Peak going right now, too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dude, are you losing your hair?
No, it's just like, it's fluffy on the top, like the gerb. Oh, guinea pig.
Oh!
You scared me out.
Okay, do you want to know what else I learned? The difference between a goddamn guinea pig and a gerbil.
And a gopher. Why are they going with gopher? Like, come
I
on.
think it's a, they're slamming them, but they don't want it to be like a misinformation.
I also learned
because you're
something.
always-
I think you could have picked up on a real easy one that you learned today. Did you not know guinea pigs? Did you know, that guinea pigs share 98.7% of DNA identical to humans?
Nice.
Is it true though?
I think it is, because we also share like 99% of our DNA with like a potato or something. That's DNA. I mean,
Did you know that I ate a
go
guinea pig
real-
once?
you ate a guinea pig? Wait,
Yeah.
what? How are you waiting 30 minutes in to tell us this?
How could you
Well, explain.
watch this
It was
film?
in Peru, and they have them in like a ton of them in cages, like chickens or something. And then you pick the one you want, and then they kind of just flatten it with a hot iron, and then you eat them.
Was it good?
It was kind of tasted like chicken.
Yeah, they all do.
I had to do it because I was, when in Rome.
Oh, dude, I absolutely would have eaten a guinea pig. In fact, Brock, are we ready for that segment?
Guinea pigs have feelings.
I wouldn't do it now, like
Oh.
in America.
Are we
Did
going to
you
raw
raw
dog
dog
some
it?
guinea pigs? Yeah, right?
Oh,
Okay, let's get to the movie. All right.
sorry.
Zach
wasted enough
Galifianakis.
time.
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis is talking about how they have to cancel the program. He doesn't call it the G-Force yet. That doesn't come till later from Tracy Morgan.
Zach Galifianakis is live action, by the way. He's a real person.
Yeah.
Just want to point that out.
Yes, good point. And he says basically we got to complete this one big mission to prove that you guys can stay or whatever. It's like a secret group. I guess his superiors don't know that he has talking guinea pigs that are doing FBI business.
Pretty much.
Very quickly, we get our Nick Tro. And he, like I said, he is a star-nosed mole. And we get another accent.
He's doing a voice, which is very similar to Gary Faulkner.
One of the first lines we get is he's talking to one of the main guinea pig. I might call it a hamster. I don't give a fuck.
No, it's
He's a
confusing because
guinea
there is a
pig.
hamster.
There's one answer. But he's talking
guinea
to the
pig.
main one. What's the
Darwin.
main one's name? Yeah, Darwin. And he says something like,
Voiced by Sam Rockwell.
I follow you into a snarling pack of Dobermans. Because he's
wait.
plugging his nose.
Yeah. I follow you into a snarling pack of Dobermans. Oh, wait, I already have. Now get your furry butt moving.
Yes.
So yeah, I was excited that we are getting another accent.
Yeah,
So
he
were
puts
you guys
the...
surprised that he would take a role like this? Like, as far as what I know from Nick Cage, he seems like he would demand to be the head guinea pig, like action, like pow pow pow, and not the
Correct.
nerdy mole. Like, I was like,
Correct.
what? That's Nick Cage? That was
Yeah.
the most surprising thing.
Actually,
It
yeah,
did
you're right.
seem
When I saw which
very-
one he was, it surprised me.
Yes. It was very kind of weird and out of character for like why is he and so this mole Speckles is like their surveillance expert / like hacker of the group
He's
group
the
of
only
special agents.
non-guinea pig. He's a mole.
Yes. Well, he's
Star
not
knows
the only
more.
non-guinea pig because
Well, in the
spoiler alert,
G-
they also
in the
have
G-
In the G-Force.
yes no they also have a fly named Mooch.
Oh,
Oh,
who's
you're
like
right. Yeah.
Speckles' best friend.
But we can distinguish a fly from a guinea pig
You
or
guys,
a hamster
there's a
or
fly.
a gerbil.
There's a
So-
trained fly in this G-Force. It's the weirdest movie. Anyway, okay. So they're basically on a special mission to infiltrate this guy's house. The guy's name is Saber, played by Bill Nighy, and he's like this technology expert. And basically he's developing this microchip that he's put into all of his appliances, and somehow this microchip is going to take over the world. That's the basic premise. Okay.
I have one quick note in this first scene with Penelope Cruz's guinea pig named Juarez. She comes out of a pool soaking wet and like does a super sexy like slow motion
Shake off.
and I put sexy guinea pig makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And
I
she
believe
says
Emily looked
she
up
says
and was like, what is this supposed to be?
she says to Tracy Morgan's guinea pig character Blaster, because Blaster has like his mouth agape or something, don't drop a pellet, and he goes, too late. And I took that to be kind of sexual, but he also had a pellet in his mouth, so I didn't
They
know.
literally have a pellet in it.
I don't know.
I thought she meant he pooped himself.
That's kind of what I thought too. Like, yeah, don't shit yourself because I'm so sexy or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. A lot of poop talk.
Is that a double entendre that we just don't understand because we are not an elite task force of guinea pig special agents that can go and take care of the jobs that humans cannot?
Did you also mention
Put some
that?
respect on the name of the G-Force is all I'm saying. You guys are just disrespecting my fam, my G-Force fam.
Did
Calling
you
them
mention
hamsters
that
and gerbils and
they
shit.
thought it was going to be weapons that they were like stopping, but it actually ended up being global extermination? At least that's what Sam Rockwell gets out of it. Darwin.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
did not really know the plan. I just knew
once he
that
downloaded
there's
it, he's like, "Oh no, they're actually trying to kill everyone."
something with like microwaves and coffee makers and refrigerators and appliances, and that there was a microchip in all of them, and that was somehow going to lead to people dying. So no, I have a line here. So as they're infiltrating the house, he has a little the lead Darwin guinea pig has a blowtorch, and he cuts a hole through a wall and then sings, "Don't you wish your blowtorch was hot like mine?" Which I was just like, no.
Nice. He sounds like he could be on the We Gauge Cage
and
podcast.
And then he says, "Good thing I took shop."
Yep.
To which
There-
my point, when the F did this guinea pig take shop? Shop class? Like in high school? You went to guinea pig high school and you took shop? What does that mean? I understand that these are trained guinea pigs to like do this job, but when the hell did you take shop, bro?
This movie probably, I didn't count them. I bet it has 50 one-liners in it. Especially
yeah.
in this first scene here that lasts about 10 minutes, it's one-liner.
I-
It's like freaking Batman and Robin or something.
And I know that it's like a kid's movie and that none of these have to make sense, but they could have tried just a little bit harder. And I wouldn't have been so upset. Anyway, I have a note. It just says, like, I have a lot of problems right away. So, because, like, that came after the whole Juarez, like, shaking her fur off and the pellet. And, like, I was so upset with some of these jokes that just were not landing. All right. And then I also have a note here that says, I really, really want this mole to die. Right up top. It was like 5 minutes in. Yes, and I was like, I really want Nick Cage's character to die.
Did we say
in
that
this
his name
movie.
is Speckles, by the way?
Yes, I did.
Speckles.
He's the brains behind the operation. You gotta
So we
have
got
one.
Speckles
But
the
it's
mole.
such a
We got
weird name
Juarez.
for that.
We got Speckles, we got Darwin, we got Juarez, and we got Blaster. And we got Mooch the Fly.
I would also like to point out, Blaster is the only black guinea pig. Just want to say it.
And he's
Just
a
thought
black,
that was kind of
he's
weird.
Voiced
Juarez
by
is
Tracy
the
Morgan.
only female guinea pig, and they had to make her sexy, and they had to give her a Mexican name.
So there are
Yes.
problems here. The
Penelope
one
Cruz
black voice
is
actor
sexy
is
AF, and there's a love triangle going on between her, Blaster, and Darwin.
Like, why do you gotta make the female guinea pig sexy? There's no
Because
reason
there
to
has
be
to be a
sexy
romantic.
guinea pig.
There has to be a
have to
romantic
make the
storyline.
black voice actor a black guinea pig. So yeah, just thought I'd point that out. Now, okay,
Because
as-
it's Tracy Morgan, he cannot be black, man. He trying to get you pregnant.
okay, they download the files that kind of talk about the plan or whatever. Bill Nighy smells Darwin. Like in the fire, he senses there's someone behind him. Darwin's in the fireplace. He literally smelled Darwin and like turns on the fireplace because he knows he's
That
there.
what happens?
I thought he smelled him. That's what I was to take from it.
Okay.
Like he sniffs, and then he turns on the fireplace. So
Sure.
but now they're all like a mad dash because they've kind of been caught. And Nick Cage is a mole, so he's underground. And at his
Naturally.
exit, there's a dog blocking it, and he goes, "Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" Like just a bunch of mumbling.
At one point, when they hack into like the thing, this whole thing with Saber is that Saber's basically plan involves like predictive technology and connection across all of these devices. And I was like, oh, so that's basically predicting like the future that we're actually living in now. Fantastic.
iCloud. Yeah.
But like Nick Cage hacks it after a little bit of doing, and then he says like,
I'm a mole. I got a thing for worms.
and then he literally has a worm dangling down by him, and he slurps it up, which I was like, okay, yep, we get it. Got it.
Amanda,
Thank you.
are you gonna get a good a good Nick Cage impersonation in here for this one? Let me hear you say the "I follow you into a snarling pack of Dobermans."
I follow you into a snarling pack of Dobermans.
Dobermans.
A little high.
He like really Dobermans.
He puts an emphasis on really weird syllables whenever he talks.
Yep, and he's got the plugged up voice. Okay, they escape.
All right,
Zach
yeah, dog
Galifianakis.
finds Speckles and basically is like trying to eat him, to which I wrote, die, 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 please die. But he didn't. He gets away, they get away.
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis picks him up. Now Will Arnett is Zach Galifianakis' boss, and Zach Galifianakis starts telling Will Arnett, like, look at all the shit that I'm doing. Look at these guinea pigs. Like, I'm this weird machine, and they're working out. He's like, it's a guinea pig. Look at this one. It's like playing a video game. It's
Yeah.
a guinea pig.
I almost thought that Will Arnett was like a robot that was being controlled by like another guinea pig because he was so robotic. I was like, oh, he's like a robot, and it's like a guinea pig and like a robot. But no, Will Arnett just is Will Arnett.
And actually, at one point, Will Arnett says, it's a rodent, and Zach goes, guinea pig, sir. They get highly offended if you call them a rodent.
To which I was highly offended whenever you call them by the wrong classification of species.
Right? Exactly. Finally, he gets by the guinea pigs that are actually able to talk through this little device that Zach Galifianakis made, which, I'm sorry, if I'm Will Arnett, that's blowing my fucking mind. We got real-life wild thornberries going on?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
That's different.
Imagine the uses you can have if you can actually talk to animals. That is blowing my mind.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he wasn't more excited. Like, you
That's
could
what
make
I'm
billions of dollars putting these things on all kinds of animals.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
he's just like, whatever, why do I care? Now they can tell our secrets.
Yeah, he's more concerned about them telling secrets rather than how he can implement it. Put this on sharks. Let sharks know that we want to ride them like jet skis.
Freaking shark jet ski thing.
Did you see that I updated my Facebook quote?
I just
Look-
knew that.
look
I
at my
just knew
Facebook
that it was gonna
profile
come
once.
Back. I don't want to look at your Facebook profile, okay?
Well, you don't have to do it right now. I'm just
Oh,
saying
I'm
in
gonna
the
look
future.
right now.
Okay, so now they have the file that Darwin downloaded, and they like plug it in now that Will Arnett's there, and yeah, it shows coffee makers. It's just a bunch of coffee
first, though, Speckles lets us know that
To access the information on Darwin's PDA, I have to factor a univariate polynomial over a finite field.
I don't know what you just said.
But it was really
Exactly.
close to the way he said it.
What did you
What I
say?
said was, to access the information on Darwin's PDA,
I have to factor a univariate polynomial over a finite field.
How much longer, Speckles?
Just a few more touches to decode Saber's crypto system. To access the information on Darwin's PDA, I have to factor a univariate polynomial over a finite field.
Okay.
Polynomial over a finite field? Okay.
yeah. And he does, by the way. He absolutely does, because he's a very smart little mole. So, the thing is with Galifianakis is, like, you might be asking yourself, well, yeah, why waste this sort of technology on guinea pigs or moles? And Galifianakis explains to us the whole, well, they're 98.7% identical humans, they're very intelligent, highly, like, dexterous, and, like, they have all these fast reflexes, and guinea pigs are effing amazing creatures. So
And they're
that's
super
why
small, so that's got to be helpful. The fact that
Yeah.
they're so small, they can get in areas that humans can't. It's just like Nick Cage said in Army of One. You got the lion or the mouse. These are the mice that can get into situations that the lion can't. It's all tying together.
Literally. I think that G-Force highly informed Army of One.
I think Army of One
Just saying.
is like a spin-off from G-Force, now that I'm
Is
thinking
that
about
the
it.
G-Force sequel that we never knew that we wanted and / needed in our lives, but we got?
Will
all
Arnett does
full
not
circle.
care that there are talking gerbils. He shuts down shop.
No shit.
And I know I said gerbils, and I don't care.
And he says, let's use the guinea pigs as guinea pigs. And I was like, no, don't
Yeah, but I don't know what
torture
that
those
means.
animals. He wants to use them in the lab to, like, test, I don't know, like, nuclear explosions and stuff.
There is a
Is that what we
stupid...
use guinea pigs in labs for? Okay. Fair
There
enough.
is a really stupid scene right here where Will Arnett tells one of his cohorts, like, okay, go round up the guinea pigs. The guinea pigs are all shooting away. They get away. And one
In
of...
cool tubes.
Yeah, in cool
And
tubes. And one of Zach
you like to
Galifianakis...
use the words like phrases like shooting up and shooting away, but you don't. Like nobody else knows what that
Context.
shooting
means
up
unless they've seen
cocaine, getting high.
Yes.
One of Zach Galifianakis' assistants says, like, don't worry, Darwin, I'll help you, because Darwin's getting a little stuck. And she takes an empty cage and is running away with it. And a couple of Will Arnett's guys goes like, hey, give us that cage. They take the towel that was covering it up off, and they're like, oh, it's empty. And she's like, no, there's invisible guinea pigs in there. And they believe them, and it ensues in a really stupid, invisible guinea pig chase.
Guinea piss chase.
I thought she was believable.
You thought it was believable?
She
Oh.
played it well.
Oh, can we
She
say
played
something?
it well, but why are these... Well,
Not them,
oh,
but
Yes.
I thought
so
she
this
was
is Zach
believable.
Galifianakis' like lab assistant Marcy, who I thought, I'm just gonna say it, best part of the entire movie. Best actress. She was a hottie, and yeah, she sold the shit out of it. So
You know what?
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
one of
not
the-
gonna speak any ill will towards Marcy. Marcy
One of the-
was the star.
Yeah, one of the bad guys
Starsky.
even said something like, sir, we just saw talking guinea pigs. Why couldn't these be invisible? And actually, you know what? I take it back. That's actually good logic.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
I'm just saying, good for Marcy.
Fast thinking
Starsky.
on her feet. She saved those guinea pigs.
And
Starsky
now-
was really like the
You know what I like
Amanda
about her,
Flannery
too?
Hopa.
She
of
actually
that
looked
movie.
nerdy.
Yeah.
Like she,
Yeah.
like they didn't just put like a hot girl. Well, she was good looking, but like super hot girl and put glasses on her.
Like, it wasn't
was.
Penelope Cruz.
right.
Super hot.
Penelope Cruz is the hot guinea pig.
She
Yeah.
like she played a good nerd well. Like they didn't make her too all zhuzhed up
She
or
was,
anything.
she was like a hot nerd.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
you identified with this hot nerd?
I did.
Okay.
What are you saying, Brock?
You liked her too.
Amanda Flannery Hopa has already told us that she's not a hot nerd. She is a hot geek.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
now...
I liked her. Starsky for the win. I'm sorry,
Now-
am I getting us off track?
No, that's fine. There's an exterminator that actually
There's a
catches...
lot of movie left.
Yeah, right?
my
There's
God.
an exterminator that catches the guinea pigs. And Nick Cage, as he's getting
A real
put
one.
into a cage, keeps yelling, "Not the cage! Not the cage!"
No, it's not an exterminator. They just get away and they willingly go into a cage.
No, it's a pet shop.
Or a pet shop guy catches them or whatever. But Nick Cage, while he's getting put in a cage, goes, "Not the cage! No, not the cage!" And I was like,
No,
yes.
not the cage. I don't do cages.
And I was just like, I do not either.
Wish I could say the same, right? Am I right, guy? Me and you,
Yeah.
right? Get it, guys? Because that's his last name that he gave
right.
himself.
Now they're in a pet store. Amanda's right. It was a pet store owner who caught them, brings them to his pet store, and we get introduced to
Bobo Blaine Warbler. Bobo, what is his real name? I actually wrote it down.
And they didn't catch him.
From Glee.
He went willingly.
Darren Criss from Glee. So, yeah, he looked like him,
willingly?
but it was
Yeah,
not
they
him.
were trying to get away, so they went into that cage willingly.
Yes.
Well, why did Nick Cage? Why was he screaming about not the cage?
Because
then?
the guinea
Because-
pigs made him go in it.
The mole, because he did not have his glasses, so we can assume that he's blind, and he did not want to go into a cage.
Brock, can you assume that because of the performance that Nick Cage was putting on, or just based off of what you know about moles?
Well,
He was really upset.
earlier in the scene, Zach Galifianakis had a suit coat on, and he was asking if it made him look fat, and the mole took his glasses off, and we saw from the perspective of the mole that it was all blurry, and he said, "You look sharp."
So it wasn't because of Nick Cage's
After he
performance.
said his line, to repeat his line,
To access the information on Darwin's PDA, I have to factor a univariate polynomial for a finite field.
and then
I
he
still
said,
do not know
"Does this
what
make
you're
me
saying."
look fat?" And he says,
You look sharp.
Okay. Anyway, back at the pet store, we get introduced to a hamster, for real this time, named Bucky. Bucky is voiced by Steve Buscemi.
Buscemi.
I used
It's
to say,
pronounced Buscemi.
and
We listened
there-
to
is
a
Steve
talk show.
Buscemi in Con Air too?
Yes.
So
It's
Nick
like,
Cage, he's been in as many Nick Cage movies as he's been in Adam Sandler movies.
just about.
Why he has a weird taste in who he wants to be paired up with, and is he considered a good actor, Steve Buscemi?
Steve Buscemi has done a lot of like high profile, like highfalutin, very like prestigious
acclaimed,
films. Yes, with
And then
Spielberg and the Coen
and
brothers.
G-Force, and then he's
I mean,
a weird guy in
yeah.
Mr. Deeds.
Think
and
about-
he's in Zandali, like he's in all these really bad movies and really weird roles.
Yeah, but he's also in like Miller's Crossing, and
He
and
might be
all
a
of
good
these, like,
second person to do after we're done with Nick
Tarantino
Cage.
films. He's in all these Tarantino films.
He might be a good one to do after Nick Cage once we get done with Nick Cage movies. They keep making fun of him too,
You can
saying he's a
pronounce his name
ferret.
right?
His dad's a ferret.
And we find out later, Grandpa was a ferret.
Oh, that's the story.
Yeah, so it's like really racist
Is that
towards
possible?
ferrets. No.
No, that's not.
Oh, but when there was the whole guinea pig love triangle, I had a note earlier that was like, I really want to see like some interspecies like love going on, and we got it because there's this whole like ferret fucking a hamster like storyline going on.
Yeah.
But they're also just very racist towards ferrets.
Yeah. Another very famous person in this is Jon Favreau. And he
Yes.
is Hurley, who is another guinea pig.
With
So they're-
with a faux hawk, like I'm rocking right
with
now.
the faux hawk. And they try to light one of Hurley's farts to break out of their little glass container.
Yes, he is a fat, gassy guinea pig.
He farts a lot. If you were wondering if there are a lot of fart jokes in this movie, there are.
Because this movie's for children.
And right here, I have a note. This must have been the second time they played. I put too much Black Eyed Peas in this movie.
Oh, so much Black Eyed Peas in this movie.
There's about 4 or 5 times where they played Black Eyed
I'm
Peas.
surprised that this wasn't just an extended Black Eyed Peas music video. So
Could have been. A little girl comes into the shop and wants to buy one of the guinea pigs. I like how she looked at Nick Cage first and said that he was ugly, and then the dad said something like, "He's a crime against nature."
Yeah.
yes, that young lady is a crime against humanity or nature or something. Yeah, not
Yeah.
against humanity because that wouldn't make much sense.
And I'm glad that was on Nick Cage because we've been questioning his looks a little bit in some of our past films.
I mean,
Now, Also, her brother is a freaking demon child.
I hated him.
He
the
grabs
Antichrist.
Hurley.
He's a psychopath.
He is.
Yeah.
He chooses Hurley out of all the guinea pigs.
He reminds me of Sid from Toy Story.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Is that really?
Yes,
Did you write that down?
absolutely.
He's
a psychopath.
Hurley. He picks up Hurley and tells his dad, like, yeah, I want this one. His dad turns his back. He tosses
It's a
Hurley.
grandpa, but yeah.
Whatever, who cares? That's irrelevant. He tosses Hurley across the shop towards a snake
With like a
pit.
lacrosse basket, and and like they all walk away, and he just loads him up and looks at the snake, and then just chucks him.
Thank God
snake
Hurley
pit.
landed in like a cage next to the snake pit, so he's okay. But then the kid just picks out Darwin, he picks up Tracy Morgan Blaster. He's like, no, Dad, actually I want this one. Not telling his dad, like, I just tried to feed that snake, that innocent guinea pig.
Yeah. To which Bobo Blaine Warbler's like, hey, where's the other one go? And the little kid's just like, yeah, I don't know. And that's it. But like, I would kick that little dude in the taint so hard that he'd
Punch
be
him in his
lifted up off the
pants.
ground.
You know, punch him in his pants, right?
Why
I
didn't
would
they
punch
ask
him in
him
the
a little
jeans.
more? Like, where did this animal go that
Yeah.
you just had?
He must
Yeah.
have problems at home.
Because I wouldn't have sold him if I was the shop guy. I've been like,
Well,
get
we
out
do
of here,
never
you
see his
weirdo.
parents.
I mean, you know how you always have like one or two characters on the side that you're like, oh, I wonder what happened with that person's homework and left behind. I would be curious to see what this kid's life is like. What's going on at home? Is he bullied or something? Is that what this is?
I hope he's in jail. So he doesn't
I-
murder anyone.
No,
Juarez,
he's a psychopath. We've been catching up on Dexter. We've been rewatching Dexter, and there's this whole like storyline in the first season about like this. Dexter used to torture and kill animals, and then there's this other kid who like was a young kid, and he killed somebody before, and then he gets out of prison. So Dexter's like following around because he's gonna kill again. That's this kid. This kid is going to kill something bigger than a guinea pig if you
Yep.
give him a chance. You need to lock him up.
Juarez and Blaster get taken to that family's house, and the girl is just treating Juarez like a doll. She puts lipstick on
Yeah.
Juarez. She puts nail polish, puts her in a dress, earrings.
To which
Really
a
weird again. Like, this is a weird family.
It's kind of like some real genetic testing like shit going on with like her putting lipstick and stuff on a guinea pig. It's a little like uncomfortable territory. But a Jesse McCartney song is playing in the background, so it's all cute.
Yeah, makes it worth it. This is where Nick Cage plays dead to get thrown into the back because they heard a story about, when someone died or one of the guinea pigs died, they got thrown in the back or something. Does not work out because he actually gets thrown into a dump truck.
Juarez does say, I look like
Paris Hilton's chihuahua.
and I'm like, okay, that's dated. A little bit, but I'll let it slide. Go for it.
2009.
Yeah. Thrown into a dump truck, and like we see him get crushed by the dump truck. Which finally,
Check it off.
he dies.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he dead.
Okay, and now I guess an army of cockroaches breaks into the warehouse. That was pretty gross to try to get the file back.
Because Zach Galifianakis has also been training cockroaches, much like the fly.
And the guinea
Yeah.
pigs and the mole and everyone.
That is the fastest fly on Earth, by the way, because that fly like also I think goes from the pet shop to Galifianakis to like tell him where the guinea pigs are. Anyway, there's a scene where like basically Hurley and Darwin are like talking, and Hurley notices that Darwin has a birthmark, and they're like, hey,
But
like
where's
we
the
must be
birthmark?
on their butts. And he's
Because
like, hey,
it has
we
to
must-
be on their butts.
we must be related. And Darwin's like, no, I was genetically engineered. I'm a super guinea pig. And he's like, no, you're probably just like from a pet shop and blah, blah, blah. Then the PDA has been infected with this extermination virus. We learned. So this PDA is like the cell phone or something, basically. Like, is PDA a thing that it's like a personal device, right?
I just took it to mean the file or whatever. It's
Yeah, I thought it was the tiny little
like
thing that
chip.
he was, the chip he was carrying around.
Yeah.
That's what it's just a little chip.
I don't know what PDA stands for.
I thought it was almost like a PDF, but instead of a PDF, it's a... What does PDF stand for? I don't know.
Personal dick file.
So this was a personal dick audio then or something. I don't know. Okay.
Public display of affection. A public display of affection.
Oh, PDA.
A PDA.
Hey. Yeah, they're just making out all the time. Steve Buscemi has a trapdoor under his house, so that allows Darwin and Hurley to break out. Now it cuts to Bill Nighy, who's talking to a gentleman named Yanshu.
Yanshu, who has a voice modulator, and we never see his face.
Nope.
Just this mysterious, like, gentleman. The name sounds kind of Chinese, but he's got an American voice, which is weird.
All right, now Zach Galifianakis.
But he's basically like the mastermind behind this whole thing.
Yeah, and now Zach Galifianakis, we get a cut scene to him, and Mooch the Fly comes up to him, and Zach doesn't know what's going on with the guinea pigs. Like they're not in contact with him or anything. For all he knows, they're dead. And he goes, "Oh, Mooch, I'm so glad I found you. I don't like when my fly is down."
That one made me laugh.
That made you laugh?
You did.
That one got you. Oh, that one made Emily cringe.
That one made me go, ugh.
Not that it was good, but it was like, I
got you. Okay, it's
My
fine.
fly is down.
Hey, these one-liners are coming at you fast and loose. One of them is going to hit you.
And Nick Cage, he doesn't have a lot of screen time. Like very early on, and then the whole middle, there's not a lot of him, and he pops back up at the end. Oops, did I just spoil something that he's not dead? But whatever. We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, you fucking spoiled something that he's not fucking dead. You just
spoiled
fucking
it by
said
saying
it like it was
Yanshu.
like common knowledge.
You spoiled it earlier when you said Yanshu, and now we're to Yanshu. Yanshu is Japanese for mole.
It's Chinese. You
Chinese?
asshole.
Oh, shit. Whatever. Okay, now we go back to the boy.
You think Nick Cage is racist?
Okay.
I think we're learning something about the Ambrosius household during this episode. First, your wife won't watch Black Panther.
Oh, my God.
And now somebody can't tell the difference between two totally different countries.
Yes, because no one ever messes up Chinese and Japanese.
Ever.
Especially with language.
I don't.
Okay.
As
we
a
go back to
former
the boy.
resident.
We go back to the boy who puts Tracy Morgan Blaster into a remote-controlled truck and is just running him into his other toys.
Yes, he's a psychopath.
Yes, and he sets up this
But
jump.
Blaster says, pretty sure that... Oh, gosh, I gotta get in my Tracy Morgan. I'm gonna get you pregnant. I'm pretty sure this is animal cruelty, but I'm down with it. Like,
That was good. Because Tracy Morgan is down with it. He, does a trick in midair, and the boy just, whoa, look at that guinea pig.
he's having a good time. But then he steals a remote control car, and he rescues Juarez, and the kids get their comeuppance because they, basically tie them up, and there's some shenanigans, and then they get out of there.
You missed something.
Why do I have to hold on?
Because you missed something. Because once the girl left Juarez in the dollhouse, Juarez even says, "Hi-ya!" Knocks the door down, one punch.
She gives her a high effing ya.
We got a high effing ya. Yeah, we got a GP high effing ya.
Yeah, we didn't get one from Nick because he was a mole.
Because he's a mole. Yeah. Moles can't do that.
Okay, I'm
What do you
sorry
want?
that I
By the
missed
way,
your
we
high
gotta
effing
post
ya
a picture
to
of Nick
door.
Cage. If you don't know what a star-nosed mole looks like, it's one of you probably know. It's one of those ones with it's just got a pink.
Guys,
thing
it's
on
almost
his face.
weird, but it's it's got a
Star.
a nose that has a star on it. It's,
but little
No,
tentacles
come
too.
on, exactly.
They're gross.
It could just be a star shape. No, this is a tentacle, it moves. Look up a star-nosed mole. Maybe we'll post it on our Instagram or something, but it's really ugly looking.
He is gross.
Yes, he is gross.
I think he's cute.
Ew,
AF.
anything but the star. If you took the star off, I would have hugged him, but his tentacles moved when he talked, and it was disgusting. Anyway, go ahead.
You're fine. Please
I
chime
think
in.
you're reinforcing the entire point of this movie. You assholes.
Darwin and Hurley come across a coffee maker, and Darwin is inspecting it.
No. First you skipped a line where Blaster says, sorry, I gotta get back into my Tracy Morgan. I'm gonna get you pregnant. Juarez, You are fine, China. Which I was like, what does that even mean? How is that like a pickup line? You are fine, China? Like
the wrestler. China the wrestler.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, right.
Never mind, keep going.
So now
yes.
Darwin finds a coffee maker, and inside it he finds a chip, and when he tries to take the chip out, this
It's a
thing
robot.
turns into a transformer.
It's a robot weapon.
It's like a transformer. It changes into this weird thing, and it's got like guns, and it's shooting grinding and coffee grounds at him, and
Yeah.
It had blades. It was pretty intense.
it was intense.
Was Jerry Bruckheimer behind the Transformer movies? Maybe.
No, was he?
I mean,
I don't
Michael
think so.
Bay, but like they might have worked together or something. I don't know.
But either way,
Oh,
now
shit.
what?
Apparently, Jerry Bruckheimer was on Top Gun and The Rock and Con Air
Oh, so he's an
and Armageddon. And Gone in 60 Seconds and Bad Boys, Pearl Harbor, Pirates of the Caribbean, Prince of Persia, National Treasure, Remember the Titans. I mean, so yes, Bruckheimer's got his hands in a lot of Nick Cage honeypots. That's mixing up a lot of many metaphors.
Hey, Amanda's husband is getting tired. We gotta fly through this.
Okay.
He's gonna be mad at me.
Oh, it's fine. Come on,
Shout out Ty Guy, the Guys Guy.
When do you ever get an opportunity to be on a worldwide podcast? Oh,
I
sorry,
know.
Northern Hemisphere podcast.
Exactly. I couldn't pass this up.
All right.
Okay.
gotta go, we
Zach
understand.
tells them they're not genetically engineered. It makes them all sad and shit.
They say
How
Yippee
did they get
Ki
together?
Coffee Maker again.
Oh,
Puns
because
don't
they
work.
busted up the coffee maker. It got run over by a car and then they skateboarded there. And Tracy Morgan and
They
Penelope
get back
Cruz are already
to Zach
there.
Galifianakis's.
They all meet up at Zach Galifianakis's. Whew. Okay, now they get like this 3 hamster ball vehicle thing, and this ensues the weirdest car chase I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it's just
Okay, but I gotta say, before they get in this car, they're giving themselves like a pep talk, and basically Darwin is trying to talk to the other two, and he says like, "Look, like it doesn't matter that we're just like pet shop guinea pigs and whatnot. Like, he says like, Blaster, you graduated from West Point," and Blaster says, "Correspondence course," but like, okay, I'll let that one go. But then he asks Juarez. He says, "Juarez, how many hours did you log on that simulator?" And Juarez says, 200,000. Which I was
Is he a
like,
vampire now?
holy shit!
whoa,
I did not catch that.
Stop right the fuck there.
200,000 hours.
200,000.
What is that? Did you calculate
200 hours would have been fine. I
Did
would
you
have let that
calculate
go.
how many?
Oh yeah.
How many days is
I
that?
did the math, baby boy.
All right, let's hear it.
200,000 hours works out to be 8,333 days, which works out to be 22.89 years.
Did you look up the average lifespan of a guinea pig?
Oh, I absolutely looked up the average lifespan of a guinea pig. Do you want to
Wait,
know
can I
what the
take a
average
guess?
lifespan of a guinea pig is?
I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
say 9 years.
5 years.
It is 4 to 8 years.
Oh, we were very close. Oh.
So, first of all, going to
Are
West
genetically
Point,
modified.
going to West Point is like, I would say at least 4, more like 6 years, possibly. But there's absolutely no goddamn. And again, this joke didn't need to be made. Just say 200. You don't need to say 200,000, knowing full well that that's way too many goddamn hours.
I actually
for
argue
anything.
they should have gone higher.
Who
200
would put
million.
23 years into a simulator?
Dude, go Dr. Evil on it. 200 billion hours.
That's just ridiculous. I was so upset with that I paused it and had to do that math right on the spot. Anyway,
So yeah,
okay.
anyway.
Fuck yeah, hamster
ball
balls.
chase.
But you
Hamster
forgot
balls.
the backstory about how sad, because Darwin was the runt, and he was unwanted
Oh.
by his...
Well, your husband is tired, so we didn't know we could get into every backstory.
That was
Well,
a big
Darwin
motivator
was the runt.
because their backstories were sad, and I felt bad for them. One was a laboratory guinea pig. One was
Yes.
one on the streets. Juarez
Oh,
was on the street. She was going to get
Juarez
eaten pretty soon.
was a street guinea pig in Peru.
Nick Cage
about to
his
get
home-
eaten by Amanda fucking Flannery Hopa.
Yeah.
Nick Cage's home got destroyed for a golf course.
Yes, the star-nosed mole was his entire house.
Speckles.
And whatever. Yeah.
So I
was
would
about
like
to get
people to
destroyed.
know that they overcame adversity in their.
Okay.
So
Good
keep
point.
going.
Good point.
And he also told Blaster that the hamster balls had a rockin' stereo for Blaster. Again, for the black guinea pig. To which Blaster was like, oh, hell yeah. But, like, then we never hear any goddamn music while they're in the hamster balls. I thought it was a perfect opportunity to, but we never heard it. So that was wasted. Anyway,
Okay, they do not actually stop this launch in time. There was like a time period, it was like 30 hours or something. It goes live, all the appliances go crazy. Bill Nighy did not realize that would happen. He actually thought they were just syncing up like a cloud or something. So he's surprised by it.
Because he wanted a monopoly on the tech or on the appliance game. That was his end game.
He just wanted to be like Jobs. He wanted to be Steve Jobs.
Okay, so now, how did he get... Okay, so
can I
Darwin
say something?
got cut off.
Can I say
yeah.
something? Once they got back to the thing, though, it was about like an hour in, pre-chase, and I'd figured it out. Did you figure it out?
No.
I didn't. This blew my mind.
Okay, I had figured it out at that point because when I was like, I had a note here that said Speckles is assumed dead, and then I was
Because you
like,
speak
how is he
Japanese?
gonna? I was like, how is he gonna show back up? And then I was like, motherfucker, and because I knew that
thought
we'd
he was
never
gonna show
seen
up to save the
Mr.
day.
Yeah, I thought he could
Yanshu's
save the
voice.
day.
I knew that we had not seen Mr. Yanshu's face, excuse me, but we'd only heard his voice, and I knew that Mr. Yanshu was a Chinese-ass name with a American-ass accent, and I was like, son of a bitch. You guys, spoiler alert, Mr. Yanshu, the the benefactor of Saber, and like the mastermind behind this whole evil plot, is Speckles!
Nick Cage!
What?
Cracked it. Nick
And
Cage
he says-
did take the star role, the star-nosed role, because he is the villain in this whole movie. Or as he
claims-
says it,
I am the bad guy.
He freaked out too.
He claims that he survived by being in a soup can, and he rode that motherfucker. He even says that pretty much. He's like,
got
I
in a
rode that
soup
motherfucker.
can all the way in the dump truck, all the way to the dump, and it was stinky.
And then at one point he starts talking about nodes. He goes like,
oh, no, I got it. Nah, I got it. Oh, you got it?
created an array of giant electromagnetic nodes. Nodes capable of pulling down all the space junk.
Yes.
he
I got
says
it.
nodes twice in a row. Really funny.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
I created an army of robotic appliances, and they created an array of giant electromagnetic nodes. Nodes capable of pulling down all the space junk orbiting the planet and driving every human underground. So, what do you think?
He claims he did it because there are 3 million Google
3 million Google entries on how to exterminate moles, but not how to pet them or love them.
and blah blah blah.
Wait, how cute
Yes.
though was he as the baby mole?
He was very cute as a baby mole. Because he didn't
would've
have all the
saved him.
tentacles effing up his
Yeah,
face.
he had just
Because
big eyes.
because he had a flashback to his dad saying like
Oh, flashback.
while the golf course was getting destroyed,
His dad
says,
tells him as a child, if you have a chance to bring mankind to its knees, you take it.
Which was super dark.
"Yep."
Yeah, what kind of dying message is that to give to your child?
Darwin is
Not like,
able
son, I love you, I've always loved you, but
to kill the humans.
yeah,
Kill them all.
kill them
Darwin?
all.
Darwin convinces him, hey, Zach Galifianakis took you in. We're your family. Like, if you do this, you're destroying everything. And, like, we are your family. And Nick Cage realizes his mistake. He's like, oh, no, you
He
are
gets
my
a
family.
conscience just like that.
Which I thought was
he's-
weird.
He's assumingly spent years working on this plan. And just like that, he's like, oh, shit.
Just because
Yeah,
he
my
mentioned
bad.
Zach Galifianakis.
He
Yep.
looked in his face. He looked at his face, and Zach's face was like, "Oh, we're doomed."
Yeah.
And then he changed his mind.
Mooch the fly. So at one point, there's a lot of fighting and stuff going on. Darwin dropped the chip
Oh.
because now the chip can
Yeah,
like
Speckles
destroy.
basically-
It can be a virus that can destroy the electronics. He dropped it at one point. They're in a huge ass
Speckles is
Transformer Power
controlling-
Rangers looking
Yeah,
thing.
an entire like robot, like a Megazord.
It's like a Power
basically.
Rangers villain.
Made out of coffee machines.
Mooch the Fly gets the chip, brings it back up to Darwin and Nick Cage. They put it in, and it destroys all the appliances. They did a good job. They did such a great job. The FBI actually brings them on as like a force team, and Speckles has to disable every single coffee maker.
Their punishments is that Speckles has to remove all the chips, but hopes to come back to the team if they'll have him when he's done.
And there's like 178,000, and he's on number 3.
Yes. Agent Will Arnett has to get retransferred to Antarctica, for some reason, for not believing in the guinea pig force.
Even though they're the reason that all that happened in the first place, so...
And then at the end, there's a music video for Flo Rida and Nelly Furtado. And I effing hate Nelly Furtado. I love Nelly.
I love her.
I hate Furtado.
I'm like a bird, I was far away.
Oh my god, I hate that song.
I don't
so
know where my
much.
home
I
is.
really hope that you try to fucking sing it on the next one because I hate you.
I'm gonna sing it now. Okay, movie's over, guys. Let's get to some tropes because Ty, the guy's guy, is a little tired. It's 8:30. It's past his bedtime.
He's
Well, and
tired.
we gotta get on a plane tomorrow, so...
He's tired.
Your plane flies out at like 8 in the morning.
I know.
Anyway, tropes. I'm marking Taco Meat. He was not wearing any clothes in this movie.
Sure. I'll give it to you.
There's a flashback.
Amanda Flan?
He repeated.
He repeated.
He said,
Oh my god.
no, the last part. What did he... The space junk part.
Oh, the nose.
No, it's...
He did repeat notes, and he was yelling.
Because when I heard it,
As he tells us his master
I was
plan.
like, a repeat, when I was listening to it, or watching it.
He also
last night.
did, like, that's where he told us that...
Yanshu, you can call me Mr. Yanshu. Yanshu is the Chinese word for mole.
So we got Taco Meat, we got flashbacks, mumbling, repeating, maniacal
to which
laughing.
Tracy Morgan also says, I'm gonna get you pregnant. I can't believe a mole was the mole.
Yeah.
So we got Ty's tired, man. We got Taco Meat, flashbacks, mumbling, repeating, a high F and ya, a hand wiggle. When he's in that big Transformer Power Ranger thing, at one point he lifts up his hand with like that shape on it. It's kind of like the Transformer was hand wiggling.
Oh, I did see his hand, like, at one point, too, because he has, like, a really creepy hand. Yeah, that's true.
We got abuse of children. Tracy Morgan and Penelope Cruz beat up
Abuse
those
of
children a
children?
little bit.
I think
true.
it's abuse of all mankind. The appliances were attacking children,
I suppose they
women,
were.
like murdering people.
Let's go to Amanda Flannery for your Pete Cage.
But he didn't die, damn it. Well,
I know.
he was assumed dead for a vast majority of this movie, for like half the movie. So I'm going to give it a quarter of a point.
And glasses, but not sunglasses. So
Correct. He did have glasses, though.
What's your Pete Cage, Amanda Flannery?
I have to
Hopa?
say, when he was freaking out and like revealing his evil plan on the big giant robot, like, they killed my parents and I don't know what he said, but he freaked out a lot.
Kind of like the flashback part.
Yeah.
Does that include the nodes?
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Oh, you can't.
It's his. He's like the big yelly. You know, he's yelling and he's ranting.
Is it the nodes part or is it some of the other stuff? Because nodes is clearly the best part. Can we agree on that?
When he's getting really
yeah,
yelly and
but if
worked
you're
up.
gonna do it, you gotta read the line. Brian took notes. You can read the line.
No,
They created,
I'm
You gotta
not
do it
good
in
at
your
it,
Nick
though.
Cage voice.
Try it. You gotta say
You
it.
gotta do it.
they created an
They
array.
created an array of giant electromagnetic nodes capable of pulling down all of the space junk.
Yanshu is the Chinese word for mole. Saber says we're just a cover. I created an army of robotic appliances, and they created an array of giant electromagnetic nerds. Nerds capable of pulling down all the space junk orbiting the planet and driving every human underground. So, what do you think?
Nice.
I'll pull down. I hate it when I get caught with all my space junk down, pulled down.
so much too. Like, is there that much up there?
I
There
guess
is actually.
there was, according to this movie.
No,
and,
there
and
is.
once he like flipped the switch, it like started just raining down on humanity.
Haven't you guys seen Gravity? It's a little unrealistic that space debris would hit them.
I have.
But it does happen. Dude, like 5 minutes. We're wrapping up.
History and mystery.
He's starting the car, guys. But it's snowing, so it needs to warm up, so we're good.
History and mystery.
All right, Nodes was the best part. I'll just do another. There was a quick one where he was getting out of that burrow at the first scene.
Yeah.
Where he's talking about like, oh my god, and he sounds funny there too.
Speckles, exfil.
Way ahead of you. I'll be waiting at the entrance of the. Oh! Whoa! Oh no! Oh! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Where? Oh, when he's getting
And the
pulled.
dog blocks him.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to say, I guess, because it's the only one left.
I follow you into a snarling pack of Dobermans! Oh wait, I already have. Now get your furry butt moving.
Do you want to abort?
No, it's okay. I've been trained to do this.
I'd follow you into a snarling pack of Dobermans. Oh, wait. I already have. Now get your fuzzy hind end moving.
Those are the 3 best parts for sure.
Well, that was like his 3 only lines.
I mean, he was dead most of the time.
Yeah, right. Was he a good actor though? Amanda,
But I got one other thing that I wanted to point out. If I say, "Get your butt out of my face," what is your next line? Get your face out of my butt? It is if it's a kid's movie.
Okay. I was like, I don't know.
Get your butt out of my
I would
face.
probably fart? I
Get
don't
your
know.
face out of my butt.
Man,
That
was
one
he
came
a
in.
good actor?
I think he's pretty good at making voices for kids' movies. He's over the top and makes weird noises with his mouth anyway, so you might as well throw it into a kids' movie.
See, that's where
Again,
I am struggling a little.
Coming from 3 non-parents, if you were going to read a book to your child, like,
But was he the best?
you
in this
want to
movie?
do
No.
voices. You want to do voices and you want to be over the top.
That's what I'm like thinking. I'm like, just because he's doing a nasally voice, I would not know that's Nick Cage. He held the accent this time. I will give him that.
Yeah.
But it's so weird. Like, but was it good? Honestly, it might have been good. It might have been the best voice performance out of the cast. Tracy
Pants?
Morgan was kind of good too.
Pants, did we get your final verdict? Did you say yes?
Yeah. I mean, I guess he did a good mole voice.
You're saying yes?
Yeah, I guess so.
You're going to give him a thumbs up.
I mean, it's not really acting. If someone else draws his body and his facial expressions, it just does the voice.
His voice act, like, is it good that he said nodes? Nodes? Is it good that he put those inflections? That's what I'm struggling with. I'm like,
It's dramatic. It's a kids movie. You got to be over the top. So
Brock, what's your answer? I'm curious what yours is.
I wanted to answer last.
go ahead.
What was your official answer, Brian?
Oh man, I don't know. I initially said no, but then the more you think about it, it's like, so what? He put on a voice. Like, just because someone puts on a voice means it can't be good. I don't think I don't in my heart of hearts I don't think it was good. I don't. I'm saying no.
I did not like the movie.
Oh, I hated the movie. I'm giving it a 3 on IMDb.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a great movie, but I think he did good as a mole. I don't know.
I think Nick Cage was a good actor.
Yeah.
Do you?
I think he truly performed to what was expected of him, and I do not think that somebody else could have come into this role and done a better job.
No.
I think
You can stick to your guns, dude. It's okay. That's
No,
what
that's
this
what I mean.
podcast
Like,
is for.
that's what I'm torn about.
I'm giving him his first. Nick Cage was a good actor in this movie.
He should be purely
G-Force.
a cartoon character voice actor.
like I said, like it was weird, but that's
made
where I
it.
was like, but I think the fact that I'm struggling with it might just be that I'm having a hard time popping my cherry.
Yeah, it's like the Grinch when his heart grows. Like you see it happen, and it's scary.
I'll agree with you. You know what? I am saying yes. The fact that I'm struggling with it so much, I'm going yes. So we got our first yeses. We're now 1 for 17 then.
Okay.
We're 1 out of 17. By the way, he can
G-Force
have...
did it. G-Force. Those. Hey, do you know why? Because these fucking guinea pigs were genetically engineered to do the job that humans can't do.
What are you giving it an IMDb? Just out of curiosity. I'm giving it a 3.
Yeah, I'm probably
You
going to
gotta
have to
go?
give it a 3.
Amanda has to go.
It was not great.
Say goodbye, Amanda.
Bye, Amanda.
But I have nothing to contribute anymore. Thanks
Okay,
for having me.
I think you have one more thing to contribute.
What?
GLWYB.
What?
GLWYB. Come on.
GL.
What do we do every time?
Oh.
I think you want to wish us a little bit of
Good luck with your
fortune.
balls.
Hey!
Hey, bye.
Thank God, now she's
Bye.
leaving. We can talk shit about her.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, did you say what you were giving an IMDb?
I believe I'm going to give it a 3 as well. 3
It's
because
shitty.
I'm going to put it down alongside, like... I think I'm going to put it down alongside, like, the... Underneath the Ghost Rider and alongside... I don't know, some of his other ones...
It
Like
just
the looking,
the movie
like
is stupid.
No, I might bump it up to a 4. I'll have to see where it rates. It's like a Zandali, yeah, where it was like, okay, I watched it. It wasn't like bad, but I had a lot of problems with it. Like I said, none of the jokes really landed. You know,
Oh,
what movie did we watch the
cheesy
last
as
time?
shit.
What movie did we watch the last time where like the jokes actually worked?
Army of One.
Yeah, the jokes were working.
We were laughing a lot, genuinely. This movie, no, did
Yeah,
not
it's
like
like
it.
it's kind of like alongside The Wicker Man and all that. Deadfall even.
All right,
Rage. Yeah.
next film is Time to Kill, a 1989 movie. So this is our second one in a row out of the Castle period. It is a 5.2 when we made our initial list. However, because it has so few reviews on IMDb, it only has 538 reviews. It's actually a 5.3 now. This film was not widely released. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this damn movie. If you look it up on Wikipedia, the first thing you see is Nick
If you
Cage.
look it up on IMDb. Can
The
you read,
first
like, the
thing you
description
see
for this
on
movie? I
Wikipedia
want to.
is you see the backside of a true African woman, someone who lives in Africa. She is
It's not
naked.
racist to say that.
What? Well,
It's not racist to say that.
No, this is in Africa. You see her naked, her back, and you see a little butt crack, and you see Nick Cage staring at her very weirdly in front of her. So look it up on Wikipedia. I don't know what it's about, but it's gonna be weird.
I'm going to read the plot on IMDb in my best interpretation. 1936. Italian army is invading Ethiopia. Lieutenant Silvestri, suffering toothache, decides to reach the nearest camp hospital. But the lorry has an accident and stopped near a rock, so Silvestri continues by walk. On his way, he meets and rapes a wonderful young Ethiopian.
Oh.
He also wounds her when he shot to a wild animal, and later kills her to avoid further pain.
Oh.
When he finally reaches hospital, he realizes he gets probably leprosy. Trying to
Oh.
escape from Ethiopia, Silvestri will kill again, but surprises aren't still over.
Also,
And that was word for word, like typos and everything. So it's
this
translated
is apparently
from
based
some
off
sort
of a novel or something.
foreign
So,
film. Okay.
oh, it's gonna be a good one. But hey, thank you, Amanda Flannery, for being on our podcast this week.
Flannery Hopa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just from when people get married. Like, I still refer to them by what I knew them as in high school. It's hard to get the new last name in there. Guys, by the way, do you realize that we keep actually giving people the wrong Instagram? Our Instagram is not We Gauge Cage Pod. It is We Gauge Cage.
Nope.
So we are on Instagram at We Gauge Cage. We are on Twitter at We Gauge Cage Pod. Find us on YouTube. Subscribe. Watch our videos there if you would like.
We've been failing you. I'm so sorry.
Keep reviewing us on the podcast app. We got 10 of them. We need more. Everyone who listens would rate us. That would be awesome. Anything else?
Yeah, I got a couple plugs here. I went and saw A Quiet Place this weekend. Highly recommend A Quiet Place. I also saw Blockers, the comedy movie. I recommend that too. Go ahead. Watch a good movie. Don't watch G-Force.
Nope.
Watch a decent comedy, and a very decent horror film. So, A Quiet Place or Blockers. Those are my plugs.
I had a whole
And go
song.
watch Black Panther, because it's a fantastic Marvel Cinematic Universe movie.
Brock, I had a whole song prepared because I was 100% sure that I would give the first thumbs up before you. I have a whole song prepared for after I gave that first thumbs up and just that you gave the thumbs down. And it's based off of SpongeBob's When I Ripped My Pants. And it's like, when Big Brock came just to put him down, Brian turned into a clown. And now I don't even get to say it because we did it together. So I'm just going to erase that and come up with something new for next week.
Because that star-nosed mole just melted my heart.
Yeah.
It broke through the hard exterior of Brockadiah Kircher.
It's just...
it is. I can't argue against it. Look,
Again, that's what I said. When I got
this.
done, I was like, just because he has a voice, does that mean he was bad? Him and Tracy Morgan, to me, were the two standouts. Sam Rockwell sounded like he was bored out of his mind. Penelope
Sam
Cruz
Rockwell was Sam Rockwell. I mean, he's
even
done
Zach
better.
Galifianakis looked bored. Like, I thought Nick Cage, he brought something to it. So, okay. Anyway, we're done with that one. I would just like to say, good luck with your balls.
Good luck with your balls. Because the real song was not annoying enough.
Okay, good luck with your balls.
Bye.
Ready?